turn the clock back to 1971 in our Golden Goals feature. Watch out for Joe Kinnear, Wimbledon's manager, in today's FA Cup semi-final as Spurs play Sheffield United. And John, the papers are full of cup news.
Yes, plenty of preview coverage of this afternoon's momentous semi-final. No surprise that none of them actually tipped Second Division Chesterfield to beat Middlesbrough at Old Trafford. But what does seem certain is that they won't be able to hang on to some of the players who've got them this far. Meanwhile, the Premiership continues and Europe beckons for Sheffield Wednesday, who can move into 5th place if they beat Newcastle at Hillsborough this afternoon. Leeds didn't play yesterday. They don't have a game until they travel to Wimbledon on Wednesday. Victory for Southampton against West Ham yesterday means Middlesbrough down to 19th. Will Mines be on the job at Old Trafford this afternoon? Now let's return to the Nationwide League. Here's John to kick off the rest of yesterday's action.
Heading the category for worst back pass of the season is this effort from Brendan O'Connell, once of Barnsley and returning to Oakwell yesterday with Charlton Athletic. Andy Pettison saved his blushes momentarily with a save from Darren Sheridan. But from the corner, Clint Marcel was right on the spot to punish poor defending and get Danny Wilson's men on the road to victory. After last week's hiccup against Birmingham, Barnsley needed a win to silence the doubters, and a second goal 4 minutes later was a massive confidence booster. Neil Thompson applying the finish this time. If he'll forgive me for saying so, I can't remember the popular Tomo ever scoring twice in a game, but this raking shot gave him a double yesterday. And Barnsley went on to record their biggest win of a fabulous season with John Hendry's 15th goal for the club and his 3rd against Charlton. Final score, Barnsley 4, Charlton Athletic 0.
Huddersfield needed the woodwork to save them in the first half at St Andrews. Martin Granger's free kick rebounding off the angle. But what they really needed after losing in injury time twice in 4 days, on this occasion courtesy of a bizarre own goal from Steve Jenkins, was, according to their manager, a good kick up the backside. To make matters worse, Jenkins reacted to Paul Devlin's taunts and was sent off. They were also playing against 10 men after Birmingham's Paul Furlong had been dismissed in the first half. An abysmal performance, said Brian Horton.
Bradford City chairman Geoffrey Richmond paid for 1,000 fans to cheer the team on at Southend, but they were silenced when former Barnsley striker Andy Rammell turned inside Andy O'Brien and shot into the corner of Aidan Davison's net. It was Southend keeper Simon Royce, though, who caught the eye with a string of saves to defy Bradford until Bjornula Sundgott's header opened the way for Brazilian Edinho to grab a vital equaliser and show he's been taking lessons from Ravanelli on how to celebrate a goal. Southend United 1, Bradford City 1.
No complaints from Grimsby manager Kenny Swain. We were beaten by a superior side, he said afterwards. The Gulf best illustrated by John Spencer's superb strike from around 30 yards. The Mariners could claim they were unlucky when Clive Mendonca's header from John Oster's cross hit the bar, but there wasn't much else to suggest that their first win at Loftus Road since 1949 might be on the cards. Indeed, it ended in another heavy defeat. They pushed forward and were caught on the break, Paul Murray adding a second in the 79th minute. And in the final seconds, substitute Steve Slade galloped clear and worked a perfect 1-2 with Spencer to make the final score Queen's Park Rangers 3, Grimsby Town 0. Well, Grimsby's only consolation was that Oldham were also beaten, and with Bradford and Southend picking up only a point apiece, it's pretty much as you were down at the bottom. Huddersfield remained 10 points clear of danger despite their late kamikaze bid. At the top, Barnsley in second are now 4 points clear of Wolves, who were beaten by 2 goals in injury time at Reading. Sheffield United's win keeps them in the hunt for automatic promotion should the Reds slip up as well.